Hi, I'm Delia. I am a residential art curator and the founder of Subvert, which supports the new generation of art collectors as they navigate the art world. I'm here today to introduce you to the Subvert Art Collecting membership. This is a groundbreaking service that's redefining art collecting for our generation. It's extremely exciting. We have spent the past year really developing and perfecting this concept. We did a soft launch last spring, and we're about to relaunch it with some exciting improvements and some added features that I am here to tell you about today. I first want to talk about why I think that art is so crucial in today's culture and why art collecting is such a necessary movement. I find that we are living in a time where authenticity and personal expression are critical, and yet the art world remains intimidatingly exclusive and elitist. I think we are also increasingly in need of an arts-centered culture and integrating art into our personal lives just as a means of processing the very chaotic world that we are in. I think art is an untapped avenue for personal growth and aligning with values and also aligning our culture with values. And I think it's important to begin to integrate art and have a better understanding of how we can actually utilize art as a resource, as a tool in our daily lives. Subvert bridges this gap. We are democratizing art collecting while maintaining its essence of being about cultural enrichment and personal growth. We are really trying to make this super accessible and approachable, not intimidating, just really friendly and engaging and supportive of wherever you are at, regardless of what you know about art or what your background is or any assumptions or misconceptions that you have about what it means to be an art collector and who gets to claim that label for themselves. Our innovative approach was born of a deep desire to make art collecting accessible. I have been doing super meaningful one-on-one work with clients for the last several years, which has been wonderful and rewarding, and a lot of this membership is built off of that model. But the one-to-one work is not as financially accessible as I wanted it to be, as I sought out to make it. It's just the nature of one-to-one work. So I created this membership to offer a lower price point. It's an opportunity to equip aspiring collectors with everything they need to be discerning, impactful, empowered art collectors in today's world. Most pieces that we curate are under $3,000 in this membership, with pieces starting as low as $20. That's amazing. You can buy art from a living, emerging artist for that low of a price point. We do, of course, offer more expensive pieces as well, but I think it's important to just note that you can buy originals and prints from living, emerging artists at that price point, which is pretty incredible and honestly pretty underappreciated. So I just want to highlight that up front here and kind of give you a framework of cost. But this isn't just about affordability. It's really about dismantling the notion that impactful art collecting is only for the elite or for an individual of a certain income bracket or of a certain age. It's just not true anymore. And we're here to break that notion down and equip you with everything that you need to feel empowered navigating this relatively intimidating world. So we work with a lot of new homeowners and people who are at a stage in their lives or their professions and careers where they are kind of leveling up in their home. So not only new homeowners, but also folks who are renting apartments that feel really adult for the first time and that they want to really make their homes, that they want to be reflective of who they are, of what they value, what their aspirations are. And the blank walls are really calling out for something more than just mass-produced prints or concert posters or whatever random stuff you have up. This is an opportunity and a stage in life where you get to curate your home and, set the space up in your home to be the vibe that you want, to help point you towards your priorities, to serve as a signpost for where you want to go in your life, to help you recenter and start conversations and be in reflection of who you are as your most genuine and authentic and highest self. It's a wonderful and exciting place to be and time in life to be living in when we really begin to establish home like this. And art is the most powerful and transformative way that you can go about doing that. This is where Subvert really comes in. We are not just offering meaningful, beautiful art. We are also offering an entire lifestyle, a new passion, an opportunity to reflect who you are as the savvy, culturally aware, sophisticated professional that I'm sure that you are, who is making your mark on the world. What makes Subvert truly unique and this membership service highly innovative is our holistic approach. We are not just selling and curating art, we are really cultivating a new generation of art collectors. Through our proprietary process, members gain all sorts of skills that aren't taught anywhere else. It's kind of something that has been handed down, again, through an elitist framework from generation to generation. It's been pretty exclusive. It's really not been taught. So this is an opportunity for you to be empowered to become a lifelong discerning art collector. We're going to equip you with the skills and resources and knowledge sets and insights and processes and practices and everything that you need to effectively engage with art collecting. Our curated collections aren't just aesthetically pleasing, although they very much are. They are also conversation starters. There is a lot of opportunity for meaning making and connection and invitations to integrate the art into your daily life. For example, if you are someone who hosts a lot of dinner parties or you want to become that, you can imagine having a statement piece near your dining room that evokes emotions and facilitates dialogue and sparks a conversation. This can be with your partner or as you start to have kids. It's an opportunity for meaning making and expressing who you are and really what you care about, what you stand for, what your essence is. People like to ask about art. They want to know the story behind it. People want to know what it does for you, how it speaks to you, what it says about you. And really what they're trying to get at when people ask about art is, who is this person I am sitting with? How can I learn more about them by engaging with the art that they have selected for themselves? It's a really cool window. It's powerful, and we equip you with everything that you need to experience these profound benefits and enjoy the, I'll say, transformative potential of owning and living with art. Okay, I would like to break down the key features that all members get access to, and then I'll kind of go into the 3 specific tiers that we have. So the first thing that I'd like to share with you is our resource library, which is not as boring as it sounds. It's actually a really innovative feature and an invaluable toolkit that is designed to transform emerging art collectors and the art curious into art enthusiasts and really highly knowledgeable collectors. It has a bunch of worksheets and templates and arts appreciation practices and all of these different opportunities to develop yourself as an art collector. That includes creating a personal strategy for art acquisitions, which is really important. It includes guidelines for framing and installations. We'll provide you support with buying decisions, including questions to ask yourself, ways to sift through how a piece of art makes you feel, what your reactions are, how to interpret and understand art pieces, and guided support to really understand your layered response to a piece of art. It's incredible. It's unpretentious, it's approachable, it's thoughtful, and just filled with a lot of introspection and growth and reflection opportunities. It's very cool. The second thing is our curated database. This is something that we have been developing since 2019. It's a game changer. We started developing it to basically just streamline the very overwhelming process of looking for art online. So instead of drowning in literally millions of options on online marketplaces and various arts platforms, you'll be able to explore a very thoughtfully curated selection of about 400 pieces that we are constantly adding to from exclusively emerging artists. We scour the internet for these artists. We do not represent artists. We aren't getting commission from these pieces. We are basically just gathering intel from our daily consumption of art media and researching who is making art that we are interested in and excited by. We're constantly adding to this database to get a sense of who the emerging artists are, what they are making, what their subject matter is, emotional tone, all of that stuff, kind of tracking their career and putting it into this database. This is where it gets truly innovative though, because we have these dynamic filters. So it's not just basic categories like size or color or medium, which, let's be honest, doesn't get you anywhere near where you want to be when you're trying to have a connection to art. Those are sometimes helpful filters, but when you're really trying to build a relationship to pieces, they don't get you very far. We have filters like pastels and soft colors or muted colors, because blue is not just blue, or neutrals, which so many people are interested in at the moment. We allow you to search by mood and theme and subject matter and even artist identity. We have filters like minimalist and maximalist, loneliness and joy, cityscapes and nature, sensuality, femininity, all of these different filters. You can filter for things like queer artists or artists of color or artists from Chicago or London or Nigeria, to name a few. And it's not just a convenient added filter, it's really a new way of connecting with art that resonates on a deeply personal level. We understand that art is not just about aesthetics, it's about the meaningful relationship that you want to have with art, and these filters allow you to access that. Members also get first views of artists, so you'll get email notifications first about any artists that our curators are paying attention to, which gives you the opportunity to acquire pieces before they sell out. A lot of these emerging artists are starting to kind of catch fire here, and their work goes pretty quickly, so it's a great opportunity. You also get a community of fellow art collectors who are breaking the norm of what it means to be a collector. I'll sometimes prompt the group with a piece of art or a discussion question based on specific themes or a work of art, or questions I've gotten from members to kind of initiate dialogue amongst you all. We are always available via email support. We're around to help with any questions or concerns that come up. We know that this is new and unfamiliar and are here to support, so we're accessible. Okay, now let's talk about the more curated art aspects and our specific membership tiers. So all of our members, regardless of the tier, submit a pretty extensive intake form that prompts a deeper inquiry into their art style, aspects of their personhood they want to explore through art, who they are, aspects of their identity, their story, their narrative, of who their family is, what they care about. It's an opportunity to start to get clear on why you want art and what the art could potentially do for you. And don't worry, you do not need to know literally a single thing about art in order to fill this out effectively. It's accessible and it's an opportunity to articulate what you were looking for, and you don't need to know anything, so no stress there. Our first tier is the Essential Memberships. This is $300 a year. It gets you access to everything that I've already mentioned, in addition to a curated list of terms to search and directions to explore in our database. This is definitely the most DIY, but you are going to get a list that is developed after one of our curators reads your intake form. So it's narrowed down, it is curated, but it's also self-directed. You are navigating the database on your own, but it is a fantastic starting point. Premium membership is $500 a year. These members actually get curated pieces, so individual pieces that we've selected. We'll basically respond to your intake form by hand selecting pieces that we think most suit your varied needs and preferences. We start with 15 to 20 pieces that meet your aesthetic style, your budget, any other specifications. We then present these to you, and there's an opportunity for you to give us feedback before we curate the remaining 10 to 15 pieces or so. So you can let us know if we're going in the right direction, if you'd like to see more of something, if you're going to certainly get one piece and you want another piece to complement it in the same room or something. From here, we curate again after we get your feedback, we reevaluate, we add in, we subtract, whatever we need to do, and then curate the remaining 10 to 15 pieces. So you'll ultimately get about 30 pieces of really well curated art to purchase that are all within your price point. Again, whatever that price point is, pieces start as low as $20, so you really get to determine your spending. And then our Deluxe membership, which is $700 a year. This includes everything in the premium tier, plus a one-to-one consultation with me. So this is generally at the beginning of your membership cycle, but you can kind of do it whenever you want to. It's an opportunity to dive into the more personal aspects of art collecting and get really tailored support. So we discuss things like significant people in your lives, places you've been, what you're driving towards in your career or personal life, if you and your partner have different aesthetics, ways that art can, rebalance whatever is out of whack in your life, certain conversations that you might want to have around your art, and how art can really plug in and be a real resource for you. It can kind of go in whatever direction you want, whatever most serves you. Deluxe members also get a complete revision of their portfolio. So similar to the premium, 10 to 15 pieces of curated art, feedback, 10 to 15 additional, and then after that 30-piece curation, we can completely scrap it, totally revise, and do it again. So you're basically guaranteed to find the exact pieces that you want to acquire for your home this year. You can start at any tier and add services on later. For example, the Essential member could request a revision or even a one-on-one consultation for an add-on. Premium members can add additional pieces or a mock-up of the art in their homes. It's all customizable. Obviously, Deluxe is going to get you the most services at the best price point. The premium is also superb. It's a perfect place to start, but it's all customizable. One of the reasons that this is such a unique service is that I focus exclusively on emerging artists. There are a few reasons that I do this. The first is that my company is really designed to support folks who are brand new to art collecting, and emerging artists have a much lower price point. I think that having accessible price points, honestly, regardless of what your income is, it's a helpful way to begin exploring art collecting and feel like the pressure is off a little bit. I do not think that you're going to make a mistake in art collecting when you're working with us, but I know that a lot of people have concerns over whether they're going to select the right piece or if they could potentially get sick of their art, and I think that a lower price point can alleviate a lot of those fears. The other big reason is that I feel that emerging and upcoming artists really have their fingers on the pulse of the world. They are churning with it. They are in a process of discovery and inquiry and exploration. They are very vibrant and alive in a way that is extremely exciting to me, and I think is exciting to a lot of collectors. And then the third really cool thing that you don't get with a mid-career or established artist is that you get to watch these artists' careers take off. That can be a great investment opportunity, but even more than that, it's just exciting and fulfilling to know that you have provided pivotal support to an artist at an early stage in their career. These artists really are the voice of our generation. Especially these days, they are tackling huge social issues and are essentially shaping our culture and making meaning. And by bringing their art into your home, you are obviously not just decorating, you are actively participating in the culture and shaping what that culture is going to look like and act like and sound like. And because we curate our art so exceptionally well and truly scour the world for the best of emerging art, we know with utmost certainty that the pieces that you are going to select and acquire are going to have really transformative personal implications and relevant cultural context, and that matters. It will shift the vibe of your home and offer you profound opportunities for awe and wonder and meaning making on a daily basis. And again, let's be candid, we're not making promises about investment potential here, but historically, those who have recognized talent early on have reaped more than aesthetic rewards. And yeah, again, it's just really exciting as a collector to watch an artist that you've supported watch their career take off. It's a unique experience. It's a unique relationship you can enter into with that artist if you want to. It's just significant to fund an emerging working artist. And yeah, I think those are like hidden benefits, but I wanted to throw them in there. Authenticity is a currency. We are professionally and culturally defining ourselves. We are defining what we stand for and how we want to show up in the world. And art is a very powerful way to initiate you into that and really just support the process of personal growth and discovery. Your home is an extension of who you are, your personal brand, if you want to put it that way, but also just of what you are aspiring to be, of how you want to show up in the world, of who your truest self is. It's pretty essential to feel connected to people in our community and what is happening in the world around us. And I really don't mean paying attention to the news, but paying attention to our potential and to hope. And I think that one of the most powerful talents that artists have is to point us toward our future and towards what we can become. Art is aspirational, and this membership is an opportunity to tap into that. This is a truly innovative and exciting membership we are offering, and I hope that you're eager to get in at the beginning here. I hope that you feel inspired to join this new generation of art collectors who are shaping the art world. Welcome to Subvert Art Collectors. We are really excited to have you join us in revolutionizing the art world and subverting what it means to be an art collector. Please hit the links below, check out our website, say hi in the comments. If you want to engage, I am here to support you, to have conversations about how we can use art as a resource in our daily lives and make it more relevant and centered both individually and culturally. So please reach out. I am around. Thanks for watching this.